Hey you guys, it's Dr. Carmen Bryant, and this is Overcoming Narcissist Abuse. Hey you guys, I am on my way to a retreat, and so I'm on my way to get on the road, and so I did not have an opportunity to come on earlier, but I just wanted to come on really quick before I got on the road to go, and wanted to tell you guys, first of all, to have an awesome weekend, and number two, I'm hoping, because I will be with Apostle Helen Sadler, which you guys know as Helen Sadler, Destiny Helper, my mentor, and I will be with my tribe out there. And so I don't think that there's reception out on the retreat, but I'm hoping possibly there is some type of reception out there where maybe we can go live for a few minutes and you guys can meet her on my channel if she allows, and meet some of the tribe members, some of the women that I affiliate myself with, my sisters from different misters, you know, and you guys will see, you know, the strong women that I'm associated with. But before I get on the road, I just want to come and say this, and I wanted to say, you guys remember the saying, a jack of all trades and a master of none? And so I just wanted to come on real quick and make a quick video about that before I go. And I was thinking about this on my way in, and think about when you met that narcissist, it's like they can do everything. And the crazy part about it is like they're gifted. They can do like a whole bunch of different things, but they master nothing. But one week they're a salesperson, next week they're a car salesperson, next week they're a real estate agent, the following week they're a finance specialist. And the crazy thing is, like, they're good at everything they do. And think about it, because they're a master of illusion, you know, they perfect whatever it is, but they never follow through with anything. And so they never follow through with anything. You'll find them, like, you look at, you know them personally, you know, because you are affiliated with them or have been affiliated with them, and people actually go to them for relationship advice. And you're looking like, what kind of relationship advice can you give anybody? On top of that, you can't even master your own relationship. Or they give parenting advice and they can't even master being a parent themselves, you know. Or a lot of them, they work like finances. They'll give you financial classes. They give finance, you know, and they have this not this persona, but like this illusion that their finances are so great and they're living this great life, and they're teaching this and they're teaching people how to do this, but they live nothing as they speak. So they're hypocrites. They don't live the way that they teach people. And you guys have firsthand experience because they live in the house with you, or have lived in the house. Or like I said, you know, the biggest thing is you see like coaches. Coaches are on YouTube channels, and you know, with you guys learning what you are learning, you can don't ever go beyond your gut instinct. If your gut is telling you something, or it just doesn't feel right, or something doesn't feel right, go with that instinct. That instinct is going to save you. And I said that before, listening to a police officer, and I think I watch a lot of crime shows where they do a lot of investigations, and the investigators said that, you know, the way that they solve cases, they go by that gut instinct. They said that never dismiss your gut instinct, follow through with your gut instinct, you know. So even in a relationship, or even with you guys looking at different coaches on YouTube, when you get that gut instinct, first of all, let me say this, just like we said, you know, they are they're skilled at many things, but they master, it's like they a jack of all trades, but they master nothing, you know. But a lot of them will get on and do coaching services, but get angry, you know. Watch that, you know, watch the red flags, you know. They'll get angry because they don't have a bunch of subscribers. Or some of you guys have, I was reading the comments, and of course I was communicating with one of the subscribers via email, and I went and looked to see, you know, and I'm not going to throw shade. I'm not going to, you know, I don't get on my YouTube channel to talk about anybody. I just want you guys to be aware and make judgment calls yourself. I give you the information, and then you make those judgment calls. But anytime you have a coach that's upset because the numbers not going up, or they're upset because you're not watching a video that they posted, and when they start manipulating your emotions, you know, when they manipulate your emotions, they go into emotions about, you know, I did this and I did this and you didn't do that. That's a red flag. Because number one, I know for a fact with my channel, everybody's not going to get something out of my channel. I'm not for everybody. I'm a very direct, straightforward person. Everybody can't handle that. You know, if you throw shade, you know, on YouTube, if you throw shade at me, or if you have something negative to say to the people, I have this thing called blockitis. It was diagnosed, and it usually stems from ignoramus, And so I have this thing, it's with my right finger, is called blockitis. And so it automatically is like a knee-jerk reaction. So like someone put something ignorant, or some people ignorant, there's a different innocent ignorance where you just don't know and you need to learn. But then people that are purposely ignorant or rude, it's just something, it just happens with my finger, and it's just blockitis, and it just happens, just start blocking, and I can't stop it. And so some of you guys have to understand that the channels, everything that I talk about is not for everybody. Even all the videos that I have is not for everybody. It's not about trying to get a large audience. I don't mind a big audience. That lets me know that the information is getting out there. It lets me know that it's helping you. I'm not about the numbers, though. I mean, it's nice to have numbers that you know that someone is listening, but my thing is to get as much information out there as possible. But if you guys don't watch the video, I know that in the beginning of the videos, you guys have said it 1,000 times, that when I come on in the beginning of the videos, I talk a lot. Yes, I do. I do talk a lot. And I do before I get to the point a lot of times. But that doesn't mean, if you need to scroll past the beginning of the video, scroll past the beginning of the video. Some people, as some of you have said, you just enjoy hearing me give you guys information. It's like having a conversation with me in your car. And that's beautiful, and you're getting information. And some of you guys said, I'm like the homie sister doctor, or the homegirl sister auntie that gives you that advice, and like, girl, you need to get yourself together, dude, what's up, but for each one of you is something different. Each one of you gets something different, but everybody doesn't get something from the video. So remember that when you go and you're listening to these coaches, you guys are learning about emotional manipulation. So when you're learning about emotional manipulation, if they are manipulating your emotions, and then people had the audacity to get on there and apologize. They apologized and started explaining why they hadn't watched all the video, and then started complimenting, but you are great, you are good, and started complimenting the coach, and started apologizing, explaining as to why. I don't care whether you watch the whole video or not. If you guys scroll past the first and just listen to the meat of the conversation, and when I get to the end of the video, you just cut it off. Okay, but you got what you needed out of it. Even in a book, sometimes you read a book, you want to get to the meat of the issue. I don't feel like reading all this right here. Let me look at the chapters and see what part of the book I want to read. Whatever it is, that's for you. So if a person is making you feel guilty, or if you notice that you get onto a YouTube channel, and remember, jack of all trades, master of none. Usually if they're really narcissist, it's going to be short-lived, because you guys are very straightforward and raw yourself. So you're going to say some things. And if people say enough stuff, they'll shut a coach down. They'll come off. And so when a coach is focused more on you, on themselves, and not about trying to heal you, when they're more focused on, this is how I feel, and this is what I did, and they're me. Come on. You guys are watching these videos and you're learning certain things. Take what you're learning, whatever applies, you take what you're learning and apply that, when you're looking at other people's video. If you are triggered, and some of the people were saying that, explaining themselves, like, I couldn't watch that video because I was triggered. Don't watch the video. If you are triggered, don't you watch the video out of obligation. That's what happens with empaths. You always feel like you owe somebody an explanation, or you have to do. You're not obligated. You're not obligated to look at all my videos. You're not obligated to look at anybody's videos. You find what fits you, and then you watch that video. Don't let anybody make you, why don't you go on there explaining? So if somebody that's on this YouTube channel that are subscribers, if you over there explaining yourself, I'm gonna find you. No, I'm not. I'm just joking. But if you're over there explaining yourself, and if you're over there explaining yourself, why are you explaining yourself? You don't have to explain yourself. You don't even have to explain yourself to me. I look at the analytics, but I don't care. Matter of fact, I really don't. I did in the beginning because I was trying to learn, what it all means. But I don't even look at the analytics. The only reason why I look at the analytics is just to see, how many followers there are, what videos are like the videos that are top playing videos. It lets me know what kind of topics you guys like, or which ones really hit home. So then I'll try to piggyback and try to stay around that topic, or do like series on that. But other than that, I don't look at analytics as to whether or not you watch the video all the way through and then get on a social media and just literally start rebuking you or start making you feel bad about it. And then some people on there responding. So you guys watch that, because every coach is not a survivor, and every coach is not, well, some coaches are narcissists. And so remember, jack of many trades, a master of none. How are they going to give you information? They haven't even mastered their life. And narcissists have not mastered their life, have not mastered their relationships, they give information. So they have logical, they can give you logic, but they do not follow through with logic. They don't follow through with what they say. You know, you can have like I said about the finances, you know, you have somebody to tell you about finances, but their credit is jacked up. They're jacked up. You know, they don't know how to save money. They don't know how to pay off bills. They won't do it. You know, but they expect you to do it. And then they have the nerve to dog you out and talk about you if you don't do it. But if you really knew personally, you know, what goes on behind closed doors, and you see that their finances are jacked up, you'll find out, jack of all trades, master of none. Be careful. And see, that's how a lot of people have got caught up with the narcissist, because they talk a good game. They talk a really good game, and it sounds good. It sounds believable. You want to trust them. And so they talk a good game. They're like salespeople. They can be like the best salesperson. They can sell you a literal lemon, and make you think it's a car. You know, and that's how some of you, we were also talking about, like those of you that brain fog lifted. And I don't know who it was. Please email me, because I still think about this till this day. When she said she looked back at her narcissist and his hairline had receded to the middle of his head. She said it was like his head was getting bigger and it was absorbing his hair. Girl, wherever you are, email me, because I still think about that till this day. I still think about that I still tell people that joke. That was hilarious. I hollered. I'm a jokester. I had to stop. I didn't even know how to respond to that comment. But think about it. You know, they've created this illusion. They've created this image of themselves that they're these professionals. They do all this, and I'm well versed. You know, but they've picked up on other people. So all the supplies, you can almost tell the type of supplies that they were attached to. You know, the medical field, the law enforcement field, the legal medical law enforcement, you know, everything that they tell you and everything that they say that they know and that they do or have done, you know, they write this resume to you to have you believe in it, but they just know enough from the supplies that they have attached to be able to have a conversation about it. And usually what that is a resume of broken hearts that they left behind. These are the supplies that they were attached to. So you know, because they don't have their own self-identity. Now, let me say this one thing though. The greater narcissists have mastered their skills. So a lot of the greater narcissists they are like the CEOs. They really mastered the skill, mastered their art. They have longevity, you know, they work in high positions, you know. So a lot of them have mastered their skills and they're good at what they do. And a lot of people, and I'm reading some article somewhere saying that they really like to hire narcissists because they're very goal focused, goal oriented, and they at all costs, it doesn't matter how they treat the employees, they will get that done. But think about it, that's because they want the fuel. They want to relish in the limelight, and you're the best employee, the best CEO, and best. So the ones that are like close to the greater or the graders, those are the ones, you know, I mean, look at the people in the legal system, the judges, certain lawyers, medical professionals. You guys talked about the surgeons, the doctors, you know, a lot of them are, you know, the greater because they're good at what they do. They have perfected their art, their skill. But a lot of times when you're dealing with the low range narcissists, they're people of impulse, and they're reactionary, you know. And then sometimes, and I always say this, you know, they created this illusion. They put this fog in your mind, and then when you're coming out of this fog, you finally wake up and you look at that goat that's laying in the bed, you want to gnaw off your own arm. And gentlemen, you guys are looking at this woman that you thought was just the most beautiful thing in the whole world, and she sold herself and she made herself look like she used to have modeling jobs. And when that fog lifts and you go back and look at her, you know she looks like a garden gnome. And all of us are looking at you like, but she's always looked like a garden gnome. Then you want to fight us. You know, you lying, you're throwing shade. Y'all don't know why he knew, you knew she looked like a garden gnome. You know she looked like a goat. He looked like a goat. You want to gnaw your arm off. That's because that fog has lifted. And now, you know, you can see clearly now that the rain is gone. You can see all the obstacles in your way. So remember, everything about them is an illusion. Remember, they have many crafts and skills, and some of them are really good. Whatever they do, they just, you know, they look at you and the things that you do. You know, if you're a doctor, or if you're, you know, a medical person, you know, whatever you did, and you spent time and you've invested yourself time and energy, and you've invested. They don't want to invest any time. They just want that. I want that, and I want that now. And then you're telling them, but that takes time and investment. It takes years of investing yourself. They just want the end result. I want that. That's what I want. And then some of them will tell their stories to their new supply, And the story is your story. Their story is your story, and they will sell them, and they actually tell your life. All the things that they've done to you, they'll tell that you did to them, and then your whole story of your life and the education that you got, they'll tell them that that's the education they've received and all the stuff because of you, because of what you've done. So hopefully this has helped you guys. I hope you guys got a smile out of the video, but got some information just to make you think, you know, and I know I'm going to get a lot of comments. I love it. Thank you guys so much. I am on my way out the door. I have got to go. What do I have in here? My zipper. I think my zipper got caught in my hair. But I'm on my way out the door. I'm on my way. I have somebody waiting for me. So I am on my way out the door. I hope that there is some reception out there, because if there's some reception out there, I will try to come either tonight or tomorrow. I'll try as hard as I can. Hopefully there's some reception where I can go live and you can meet. You can actually, hopefully she would allow me. I will ask her first for her permission to allow me to bring her on live, and that's Apostle Helen Sadler. As you know, Helen Sadler, Destiny Helper. Go subscribe to her YouTube channel. Awesome woman, awesome woman. She'll give you the spiritual aspect of narcissism. That's my mentor, that's my leader, that's my pastor, presiding prelay of Into His Chambers Global Ministries. International woman. She travels globally, and she's very powerful and so down to earth, but she's very knowledgeable. So you guys go subscribe to her channel. It's Helen Sadler, Destiny Helper. And if you have not already, please subscribe to my channel. It is Dr. Carmen Bryant, and it is Overcoming Narcissist Abuse. I do have a Facebook page, which is Psychological Health Consultants and Services. Make sure you hit the bell that is on the YouTube channel, and hit the thumbs up that is on the Facebook page. And I do go live on both. Unless I'm traveling, I won't be able to go live but on one. And so hopefully you guys and all the new subscribers, thank you guys so much. I'm loving it. Thank you guys for the emails. Thank you for the comments. Thank you for interacting with me, letting me know what you went through, and letting me know that these videos are helping you. I am so honored. I am so humbly honored. Thank you guys so much. And you guys stay tuned, because my book should be coming out, I hope, within the next week or two. I've had the publisher contact me, and they are in the production phase. I just signed my papers, and I've approved. I reviewed it and approved my book cover, and I signed the approval letter, so it should be going into production. So hopefully it will be out on Barnes & Noble, Amazon, for those of you guys that like reading your books, on the Kindle app, Barnes & Noble. I can't recall all the ones that'll be out. So hopefully, you know, if you guys want to order the hard copy, the soft copy, hard copy, or the hard binder, or if you want to go order the book so you can read it on Kindle, I would be so honored. Thank you guys so much. Do remember, you know, even though I am on YouTube, and I do, when I talk about narcissism, I talk about it from a clinical aspect, just realistically, keep it down to earth. You know, you guys been in these relationships with these narcissists. You don't have time for people to lie to you. I'm gonna just keep it straightforward and keep it real, y'all. And the book, because I am, as I've told you, though I am a clinical professional, I am a mental health professional, I am a believer, I am a Christian. I do not superimpose my belief on people. However, the book itself, it is a Christian book. However, because it encourages people, you know, through biblical references, but it gives the stories of the women that, you know, in this particular case, it's the women that have been through these situations. They give a very vivid account of what they've been through with the narcissist in detail, meaning some of the situations, a lot of the abuse that they have been through, so that you can see what narcissism looks like in full motion. I just spit everywhere. I know you guys saw it. But thank God nobody's standing here. But so the book is really giving you an insight of what narcissist abuse looks like in action. And then it does give encouraging words. And so those of you that are not believers, everybody has their own belief system, and I understand that. Just take the principles out and the experiences, because I guarantee you can find yourself in that book somewhere. So you guys stay tuned. Hopefully, they said 2 business days, which should be yesterday and today, or Monday. They were going to send me the final proofs so that I can give them the thumbs up, and then I believe the book will go into production, I think, next week. And so they should be sending me, well, you know, they have to make have to print them out for myself. And so I'm ready to get it in my hand. And so I know that'll be a few weeks before I actually have it in my hand. But when I get it in my hand, I'm going to show you guys. And I'm so excited. And I hope you guys come and support me. So I'm getting ready to go, y'all. So I'm getting ready to go. I just want you to see. Let me see if I can show you guys what I'm looking at out here, okay? Hold on. Let me see if I can turn the camera around. Well, maybe I cannot turn the camera around. Let me look. So, hold on. Let me see if I can turn it this way. Isn't that pretty? So it looks better when it's green outside, but there's a trail down there. See the trail? There's a trail, and then back here is actually a lake. There's a lake back there. So sometimes I walk and sometimes I don't. Usually because this is the Great Pacific Northwest. When it rains, and so the water that's in there, it'll like flood, and it'll flood the trail, so you can't really walk the trail. But it's really pretty. So whenever the trees are green, I'll show you guys the trees, okay? Well, hopefully I get to come on live tonight, or tomorrow, okay? So you guys go and you have an awesome day. You guys be blessed. You guys be happy, be narc free, and go and be great. Have a great weekend, okay? And remember, I won't be on Sunday because I'm traveling. I'm traveling again for the conference that I'm at, but you guys go and be great. And I really, really, really mean that. Thank you so much for being here.